That's Tony Hancock in. Hancock's half hour.
Have we got any interesting cases this week, Hancock? I'm getting a bit tired of dealing with Surrey's rejects. I'm afraid that's how we make our money, Sid, dealing with society's weirdos. I got a bit worried when Dominic Cummings said he was going to give them all jobs, for God's sake. I thought he was trying to nick all our clients. Come on then, what cases have we got? And I'll pick the most interesting one. Right, let me see. There's a man who made a false claim about slipping over in a non-slip flooring factory. No. This one then, Sid. What about the woman who was money laundering for a nursing home bingo club? No. This. A man who insists on exercising at traffic lights. No. I'm sorry, Sid. I'm afraid that's it. I'll have to ask around and see if I can persuade some criminals to do something a bit more exciting for you. All right, Hancock, but I hope I don't regret it. Let's do the man who insists on exercising at traffic lights then. A good choice, Sid. I thought you'd pick that one. It jumped out at me too. A problem he has with moving cars, apparently. Is he a bit daft in the head or something? It seems a strange way to exercise. You're supposed to get fitter, not deader. I think he's just an exercise freak, Sid. And he says it's a scientific fact that exercising under red lights makes you fitter. That's why he chooses traffic lights, I suppose. An infinite supply of free red light. Come to think of it, Hancock, red lights have made me fitter too. You don't exercise, Sid. How come you've been exercising under red lights then? You know Big Doreen, don't you? I used to visit her in the red light district of Epsom. Oh, we don't want any talk like that, Sid, in front of Mr. Trolley. He's a very serious man. He's a keep-fit fanatic. He does a marathon before breakfast. I used to enjoy a marathon before breakfast too, until they changed the name to bloody Snickers. Yes, very witty, Sid, but seriously, did you know I used to be a schoolboy athletics international? Get on. What event did you specialise in? They call me the Wizard of the Egg and Spoon. I had a very fast thumb. If you're clever enough, you can hover over the egg with it. Nah, that's not an athletics event. It's for school fetes and stuff like that. Nonsense. It used to be in the Olympics. The Germans insisted on bringing their own eggs and laying them out on the sunbeds, and they were thrown out. Is that all? No, the eggs were square, Sid. They've got some funny breeds of chickens in Germany. All right then, what was your best time at the Egg and Spoon? 3 minutes before they became hard-boiled.
Hello, I've come to accept my fine for jumping the red light at Haywards East Common on the 4th of July 2020. I brought the money and there's 50 quid in it for you if you turn a blind eye to the points on the licence.
Ah, boy, short and sweet, that's how we like 'em. Take it on the chin and pay the fine like a man. That will be 300 nicker, please.
How much? Oh, I can't afford that. Someone said it will be £60 and 3 points on my licence. That's extortion.
Sid is an extortionist, as it happens. He can put his legs round his neck after 14 pints as well. Anyway, I thought you were running, not driving. You don't get points running. There's no such thing as a running licence, is there?
Oh, don't be daft. I was in my car and thought the lights were green, but they were red. I'm colourblind. I'd never actually seen a red light. They all look green to me.
Well, you can't be our man. Are you or are you not Mr. Trolley?
Of course not. I'm Mr. Evans. Who's Mr. Trolley when he's at home? Never heard of him.
Sorry, Mr. Evans. I think there's been a bit of a mix-up. You want the police station. Go back down Railway Cuttings, hook a left up the bypass, and it's third on the left by the traffic lights. Hang on. You might want to go another way, given your situation.
Yes, very funny. Someone told me you were the police. It would be like getting arrested by a couple of hairdressers.
How dare you? Go on, clear off, mate. We're interested in bigger and more important villains than you. Red traffic light. I hope they throw the book at you. Knowing that lot, they'd probably miss. What were the chances of that happening, Sid? We should have relieved him of 50 nicker anyway, and then denied we'd ever seen it. Hello, hello. I expect to hear someone else from the dark side.
Good evening. I'm Mr. Trolley. The police said I had to report to you. I don't know why. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I can't abide laws.
Yes, we've been expecting you, Mr. Trolley. The police are worried about your health and safety because you keep racing cars at the traffic lights. That's jaywalking.
It's Jay running, I don't walk. I'm displaying my athletic prowess. By the way, I only race cars when the lights are on red. It's the only way I can beat them. I'm not that quick, although I can run 100 metres in 6.2 seconds, but only when I'm pushed.
100 metres in 6.2 seconds. That's faster than Usain Bolt. You must be kidding.
I said when I'm pushed. I usually sit on the bonnet of a car and mime pretending to run by waving me legs about.
So, it's all a load of nonsense. You don't actually chase cars down the road.
No, whatever gave you that idea? I chase across the road as many times as I can, and I'm getting better. I can do 20 widths while the East Cheam High Street traffic lights are on red. Bet you can do that.
Of course Sid couldn't do it. He can barely walk across the road with a Boy Scout on each arm, trying to help him across. But Mr. Trolley, motorists are complaining that they're worried about running you over, and some of them don't like the sight of blood. That's all. It's for your own benefit.
I don't know what they're on about. What's a few pints? There's plenty more where that came from. I even take an iron tonic.
So what is this fetish for traffic lights, Mr. Trolley, that encourages you to run? Why don't you get in the country or go to a nice park in Cheam and get some good, healthy, fresh air?
Because I've got it on the highest authority that if you exercise under red lights, it turns you into an athletic Superman. Well, that's what the Daily Star reckons anyway.
Come, old chap. If it had been in the sun, I would have believed it. So you're on your way to becoming an elite athlete, are you? Thanks to the effect of red lights. Is that what you think?
Well, all in all, but I've had me ups and downs. Well, downs mostly. Face down on the tarmac.
Well, Mr. Trolley, if you could describe in your own words, what's the worst thing that's happened to you?
What, like breaking my back in 6 different places, you mean?
How awful for you. That must have been a nasty accident. 6 fractures.
No, stop this in about 6 different places. Cheam, Sutton, Ewell, Epsom, Banstead and St Helier Hospital.
St Helier Hospital? That's a long way from those other places. What were you doing there?
Well, I got knocked down in Sutton at a very nice set of traffic lights and was taken to St Helier Hospital when the ambulance got hit by a lorry and I got me back broken all over again. It had me in stitches.
Isn't something telling you that this red lights business isn't working, Mr. Trolley? Why don't you take up something a little less dangerous, like downhill skiing or base jumping?
I'll have you know I came first in the Surrey County Championships 362 metres, 49 centimetres race on Saturday.
362 metres and 49 centimetres. That's an odd distance, that is.
It was meant to be 400 metres, but it was foggy and I tripped over and fell flat on my face. It was so foggy, no one else turned up. Still, they gave me a cup.
What? A silver cup for doing that?
No, a cup of tea and a biscuit, plus a little "it's more important to take part" badge.
I don't think you're a serious athlete at all, Mr. Trolley. I think you must be up to something else. You're an attention seeker from a broken home. That's it, Hancock. I've seen Mr. Trolley on TikTok and YouTube videos that show him in dangerous situations. Have you ever been run over by a car, Mr. Trolley?
Of course I have. Loads of times. Some drivers just sit there revving their engines, hoping to knock me down. I don't like them, and I ignore them. I wear a blindfold so I don't see them.
No wonder you get run over. It's going to lose its attraction sooner or later. Surely there's only so much punishment the human body can endure, Mr. Trolley.
No, I quite like it. I've got 100,000 followers on TikTok. People, they say it's all action. My followers say they're impressed with my bravery and my ability to bounce.
Isn't there a better way of getting people to watch your videos? Like Russian roulette with a chainsaw, for example?
If there was, don't you think I'd be flaming doing it by now? I've broken every bone in my body. I'm not daft. It's the only way. I have tried other things, but I'm no good at them.
What about hanging from tall buildings by your fingertips?
No, don't be daft. I could kill myself. I'm not stupid, you know. However, I did it once and I got cramp in my big toe.
Why should getting cramp in your big toe affect your grip?
I took my hand off to scratch me foot.
So all this talk of red lights helping you get fit isn't true, is it, Mr. Trolley? It's making you a wreck of a man.
Oh, it's obvious. The red lights are definitely helping me. You should see how many people run me over when the lights are green.
Have you ever been sectioned, Mr. Trolley?
Section no, but once I did the splits and almost ended up in two pieces.
Are you sure there aren't any other red lights that you could exercise under that are a bit safer? Less busy, for example.
You're quite right. I've been thinking that the red lights at railways might be an even better method in my training regime. That could be something new for all my TikTok and YouTube followers.
You know that if you get hit by a train, it will probably be curtains, don't you?
But it could make a change from being hit by a car, couldn't it? I could vault the level crossing gates, and I reckon I could get across 10 times before I had to throw myself to safety.
Come to think of it, you know this is 23 railway cuttings, don't you?
Ooh, that's given me an idea. You don't mean there's a railway nearby, is there, that I could try out?
There most certainly is, Mr. Trolley. We'll show you if you like. Yeah, just round the back. Be my guest.
Oh, you are such nice people. I can't thank you enough. I'll see you later.
What's the loud screaming sound Mr. Trolley said? Yeah, I think so. Do you think he's all right, Sid? I hope so. We haven't collected our 600 knicker yet.